None of this will make sense to you guys, but don't worry about it. We're gonna take a look. So yes, it is available on Steam now, and yes, this is a sponsored stream, but I'm very excited for this because I love card games. I love roguelike games. You combine the two together, that's pretty brilliant. And this game is really, really gorgeous. I mean, they've got this very strong sort of... Ooh, camera's got to go down. You've got very strong sort of storybook kind of aesthetic going on here. And it really does look lovely, including this hex map that you move around on. So it's got this hex-based map for you to explore the world, and then you do fights in a very standard sort of deck-building roguelike game over here. There are a number of characters that you can unlock. At the start, you just have 2 over here. We have Shara, the Dragon Slayer, and you have to go... That's one of the things that differentiates this from... pretty much, as far as I know, all the other roguelike deck building games, which is you're always going to be going with a pair of characters in the game, and they have very unique kind of interactions and interplay going on. So to start, the only ones we have unlocked are Shara over here, and then we're going to recruit Sirocco, the first mate. So Shara is very aggressive, and Sirocco is very tanky, so they make a good kind of combination. Yeah, now you remember this game. Yes! Mm-hmm. Oh, Germany scores. Yeah, I'm not watching the foot soccer ball today. I wasn't super invested necessarily with the matchups the same way. Plus, you know, I gotta work. It's a Saturday. I have reverse weekends. Look at the art. Look at the painting in this. Just really, really nice stuff. It's a little like picking 2 factions in Monster Train, except that in Monster Train, you do pick 2 factions, but you only have like 1 hero character. Here, so your deck is going to be composed of cards from the 2 characters that you pick here, but in addition to that, the characters themselves have unique abilities going on. And, yeah, that's right, we can choose which your selected party. When you add more cards to your deck, so this is interesting. If you think of some of the other deck building card games, a lot of times you might be incentivized to keep a very slim focus deck. And that still applies here, because you're going to try to add cards that really emphasize whatever strategy you're building towards, right? But if you are adding a lot of cards to your deck, you actually get to unlock extra benefits for your heroes over here. And that can really make a significant difference to the gameplay experience. Plus there's the party bonus, which we'll see as well once we get in there. Yeah, so we venture out in here, and this is the map we can explore. Now we can walk around this like freely. There's no time or anything like that. We can take a glance to look around. Ultimately, over here there's going to be a boss fight for us to overcome. Here is a normal minion fight. We've got Nadim over here, who is a shop that we can interact with, and we can check his goodies, and we'll be able to revisit him, I believe. So we could buy that. Let me just, I think I'm right about that. Yeah, we can re-enter the shop whenever we want to pick up cards, as well as gems. So, we've got, what do they actually call these? I mean, I would call them relics or trinkets. I don't remember what they specifically refer to it in Roguebook. We're going to check the Whiskey and Shock in just a second. But then in addition to that, we've got these gems over here, which you can slot into cards. Your cards in your deck have slots. Your starter cards only just have 1 slot each, but some of these, there we go. If we look into Dragon Spirit has 2 slots for these gems, which can modify your cards over here. So there's a wide range. We could spend the money here. The other thing we can do is we might want to go to the Vault of Wisdom. It's only 25, and it'll give us, I think, a choice of 3 different cards to add to our deck. So it's cheaper, but we don't have the same sort of like intentional control. And then the actual way that you open up stuff on this map is with your paintbrush using ink. So we start off with a paintbrush that has 5 charges of ink, and when we use it, it will paint the map in the area where we are. The other thing we can do, though, is when we fight these normal battles, we get ink pots, which are used for uncovering terrain in very specific ways. Which is very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, before we get into our first fight, let's check the Whiskey and Chocolate to make sure we're all caught up over here. Cool Man Nachos, thank you very much. Oh, it's Banana Cabana's birthday tomorrow. Oh, that's excellent. I think I missed that in chat. Well, happy pre-birthday, Banana Cabana. May you get a little bit riper, but not so ripe that you get mushy. Although, if you do, you can make banana bread. Also, dad jokes. Oh, here we go. What did one hat say to the other? Stay here, I'm going on ahead. What does a lemon say when it answers the phone? Yellow. What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? Sneakers. I think you could have told the lemon joke with the banana as well. It would have been very very topical. All right, so we're gonna pay 25 gold. We have 100 gold over here to draft a card. Okay, now these cards, so the silver cards here are for Shara, and the red cards are for Sirocco. Now, you will be able to play both of them all the time as you go, but sometimes they have special interactions depending on what's going on with your hero, depending on their position, and different things like that. Windstorm Charger is interesting because it's an ally card that's going to stay in play. And whenever the heroes swap, deal damage to all enemies equal to this ally's spirit. So its spirit is 2 over here. So every time our 2 characters would switch positions, we would do 2 damage to all enemies. Maybe later we can get something to buff the card's spirit as well. We get sort of constant kind of AoE, area of attacks. Sucker Punch can only be played if Sirocco is ahead, but it attacks the front enemy for 16, which is a lot. Bravery is quite cool as well. It normally costs 2, but if Shara is in the back, then this would only cost 1. That's the ranged ability over here. It gives us some block into Courage. Courage is basically you get bonus engine in future turns. Crap, these are all really good. Kind of like Bravery, though, or the Ally. Probably Bravery or the Ally. What would people prefer? Take the Charger. I think the Charger, if nothing else, is quite cool. So let's use this. We get some free damage a little bit, and maybe we can find ways to buff it.
Useful skill.
I like the little voice acting. Hopefully the volumes are set okay. Let me know once we get into the fight. Let's go and do this fight over here, because it'll be a better place for us to ink over here, especially depending on what our ink pot is. And it'll let us reach this Rune of Sight, which will reveal more of the map.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Hey, Banana! They say everything gets better with age, but apparently I will get breader with age. That's terrible. That's wonderful. Thank you very much for that. And a very sincere happy birthday as well. Okay, we did start with the Windstorm Charger in hand, and there are 3 enemies, so the area effect stuff would be quite nice. We even have a swap over here, so some of the cards just get played as is, but some of the cards will do a swap. This block card, for example, will move Sirocco to the front over here. So what we could do is we could put out the Charger. One thing to note is when Shara is leading, she has 3 extra power, 3 extra attack. So when Shara is in the front, her attacks are more powerful. When Sirocco is in the front, he gets some free block. So ideally, we'd like to end every turn with Sirocco in the front, and we'd like to attack with Shara when she's in the front, if at all possible. I think what we do is we put down the Windstorm Charger, we do 1 strike while Shara's in the front, and then we defend to move Sirocco up to the front, which will also do some bonus damage. Seems pretty straightforward. Pet those yaks, don't murder them. I know, they're so goddamn cute! How could we attack them? Alright, Charger in play. Strike, so I don't think, since we didn't take the Sucker Punch, I don't think we have anything that has, like, specific positional targeting. So I think I'll attack this one because he's got slightly fewer hit points. It'll be that much more likely that we'll kill him. Although I guess we're going to be doing the bonus extra attack over here. The math might actually work better doing this. So let's do that. I have 1 energy left. So I'm going to go ahead and defend, which will give us 6 block, move Sirocco to the front, do the splash damage from the Windstorm Charger, which is very nice. We'll end turn, and when we do, I do like this little, it gives you a preview of what's going to happen here when we end turn. We're going to lose all our block, we're going to take 2 total points of damage, which makes sense because the 6 is going to become 8 because Sirocco's in the front. We're taking a total of 10, so it makes sense that we'll take 2 total damage. This one's going to buff. Maybe I should have targeted this one since this one is buffing. I think I may have made an error over here already. It's only our first fight, first turn of the first fight, and I think I've already made a mistake. Cheers. Yeah, see, this one just buffed its power. We need to kill it this turn. Okay, we could double attack for 14, which is going to kill it. And then we could play the rear defend, which will do a little bit of extra splash damage. So I'm going to do that. Strike. Strike. And then, I mean, even the guard doesn't matter. Like, we'll block everything. That's going to be fine. But if I do the defend, then A, we'll do some free damage, which is nice. And B, We'll have Shara up front, which is going to be better for the next round because she will do bonus damage at that point. Maybe they're Yakety Sacks. Alright, this one's not attacking this turn, so we don't actually have to worry about rushing in with a kill. Although we can do some interesting things here. Well, I guess we've got lethal regardless. We don't have to get fancy. We just have to... All we're doing is we're petting the yaks with our sword. We're just petting them, you guys. So we're going to get a little gold. Excellent. And a potion. Explosive pigment. Add this pigment to your brush to reveal all spaces in a 3-tile range around yourself. Okay, so this ink explosion is going to be 3 tiles instead of 2. I think what I'll do is I'll scooch up to here. A little more. There you go. Bam. Reveal a bunch on the map. Okay, this is going to be great. I'm going to pop a couple of runes of sight. They're going to reveal some areas somewhere else. Oh, it actually was connected to it. That's convenient. Try to map out as much as we can as early as possible.
What's over there?
Get some gold. This is a healing potion we can carry on us, which will heal both our characters by 10 points. Noble ink, which will let us reveal 4 tiles in a straight line. Ooh. Narrative. We get an event. The heroes come across a forgotten protector. It does not move, but its eyes seem to be fixed on whoever approaches. Pray for it to be your sword. Pray for it to be your shield. Oh, it actually tells us. Okay, so if it's our sword, it costs 0. It's aggressive, so it attacks. So this will attack the frontmost enemy for 5 damage every single round. That's pretty good. Actually, I should move my head. I just realized I was probably covering some of the cards. Let me do something like that. Or pray for it to be your shield. So it's still an aggressive ally, so it'll still attack, although it'll only be attacking for 2 every round. At the start of the hero's turn, gain block equal to this ally's spirit. So the Guardian gives us effectively 2 extra damage and 2 extra block. And this is 5 extra damage. That's a pretty tight decision. I mean, we like killing things faster, but it's also important not to die. Would you like sword or the shield? It's like picking what kind of Pokemon game we want, sword or shield. Obviously, Pokemon Shield is the best one to do it. Block. I'm kind of inclined. You're enough. Since asshole psycho sword. Sword, sword, sword. All right, people want swordage. Swordage it is. Boop. This is a pretty good get. Good event. Wait, it starts each battle with it? It doesn't go in my hand, it just starts in play? Okay. As the heroes open their eyes, they notice that the small statue has perched itself upon Shara's shoulder, eager to assist on their journey. This is like a really good game of D&D. That's what we've got going on here. Okay, so I can do a straight line potion. Well, let me wait. I think we should draft some cards. They're really cheap. Spirit Spice is free. It's one of the it's the 6th Spice Girl. After Ginger left, they recruited Spirit Spice. Draw 2 cards and put 2 cards on top of your deck. Okay, so it's actually a net card loss because you spend this card. So you're drawing 2 but spending 3. But it's some free deck manipulation, which is never bad. Shimmer Strike sounds great. It sounds like something out of like Sheer or something, which I love. Charge. So this is actually quite nice because this gives us more positional manipulation, which works well with our ally that we picked up, right? So Charge moves this hero to the front, if it's not already in the front. Attack for 8, and then both heroes gain 2 power until the end of your turn. This is good, really initializing thing. And then Riposte over here. Gain 7 block during the enemy's next turn. Each time an attack is fully blocked, add a dagger to your hand. I think I really like the idea of picking up Shimmer Strike. Love the look of the game. Just bought it so the sponsorship work. Woohoo! I think it's really lovely. I think I'm going to grab Shimmer Strike, because theoretically we potentially have some little synergy going on here. Bravery's quite cool. We already have one in our deck. This gives us a lot more energy return. Spyglass. Next 2 hits on the enemy are critical hit, which deals double damage, but it's quite expensive. There's probably some crit-based synergy that we can do, but we don't have that. Bladeberry, attack for 3, gain block equal to the damage dealt. Right. Which, with Shara, she will deal bonus damage with this. What do we think? I mean, Bravery is more is just some free block. It does swap to the front. What we need is we need more things that moves Shara to the back or moves Sirocco to the front. Skip Bravery? Did I not talk about it? Because I said we already have one in our deck. But yeah, so it's range, so it's cheaper if we cast it from back. It gives us block, and it generates energy. Looks like it attacks before the swap. Yeah, probably you're right. Because it probably attacks and then gains block. I think we get the Bravery.
Excellent.
I think I like that. Now, we had join here. I'm trying to, like, delay using my ink for as long as possible, right? How much can we see before we pop our ink? We'll grab that. At some point, we might want to do some shopping in the shop because we get to really pick what we get. But these drafts are so cheap. Okay, Mountain Fist. Gain 8 block, then attack the leading enemy for damage equal to your block. This is also will move Sirocco to the front. And I think we need some things to move him to the front, / move Shara to the back. I think that's going to be a swell idea. Mecha Cannon. Whenever you play a ranged card, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Wow, that is going to be useful. Can I stand on this tile? Perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ink in a straight line here. And get blocked. That happens. How do I want to navigate around? I mean, I could ink pot over here. That would gain us access to the fight, and then there. It doesn't reveal the maximum amount of tiles. Okay, I could do this, because it would still get us to the fight. And then from here, we could do another ink reveal, which would also get us to the Mecha Cannon. And yeah, they're oh! I've added enough cards to the party, actually. So yes, we can unlock a new thing. Alacrity. Once per battle, click on Shara to attack the leading enemy and retreat. Okay, that actually synergizes really well with what we're doing. I think these are randomized every run as well. Sirocco Power Fist. The first attack Sirocco makes each turn gains +5 power. Charismatic allies cost 1 less. I think we pick up Shara's ability of Alacrity here. I think that's super valuable. Let's do that. I think there's a circle arrow around the energy cost, but sure. Oh, when something's going to swap? Yeah. Ooh, I was going to say I left the tooltip up here. Okay, I'm going to pop this. Didn't reveal much, although it did give us a path over here, which is good. Well, let's grab the Mecha Cannon first. So yeah, when you play a ranged card, deal 5 damage to all enemies. And we've got a few ranged cards. Okay, I think we'll go and do a fight. We've added a good number of cards. I may have wanted to change who led. Oh, no, I think we've got more cards that send her forward. Wait, so yeah, maybe she should have been in the back. Yeah. I think that's probably the case. I might use Alacrity immediately. So if we put down the Charger, for example, and then I can Alacrity, it'll deal damage, send her to the back. I can then immediately move back to the front with a Shimmer Strike. She's going to take a fair amount of damage here, unfortunately. We're going to take 15. But we don't have much block to like play with regardless, so I think we just eat the damage.
It's whiskey and chocolate!
Oh, click on her. This attack immediately? Oh, now I'm blocking the amount of mana. Thank you. There we go. I thought the cards were bigger. I didn't think it would block that much. Hey, Banana Cabana, thank you very much! You're like a hobbit, right? Hobbits on their birthday give other people gifts. What kind of key opens a banana? A monkey. What? I didn't see that one coming. That caught me off guard. I don't think I've ever heard that one. How do pickles celebrate their birthday? They relish it! Can we get some booze up in chat? So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and like Shimmer Strike. I guess we'll go to kill this dude. I mean, he's not attacking. I usually like to kill people who are attacking, but we put so much damage on him because that was just how the ability works, and we may as well finish him. Plus, he'll be annoying because I think he actually shields everyone in the group. And I can't hit this one because they're stealthed. Okay, and that did switch position first. Yeah, I may as well just go for the kill here. 100% playing this game right now. Woohoo! I think it's very good. Not as good as Dr. Deckenstein, the game I made, obviously, because that's the best one ever. Okay, we can do some positional changes here. Mountain Fist giving us block, which we will need, because I don't expect we can kill both. And this one did that. Oh, he took so much damage on Shara. That is really double plus on good. Yeah, we could Mountain Fist first, and then we'll be able to Bravery, because it'll only cost 1. And that will also proc Mecha Cannon here. I need to get a cheaper. This does do damage, though. I guess the Mecha Cannon just attacks... Oh, all enemies! Okay, it's still gonna do this, but that's fine. Bravery doesn't actually move us. We're gonna have, like, an overkill on block over here. Oh, that's okay. 3-5 damage. They don't do any damage to us, and we are debuffed. First card costs more. That's okay. We'll just... How about we just kill you? How's that sound? But yeah, Shara's definitely taking a bunch of damage. Oh, Demonac, I'm sure that, you know, something got goofed there. Precision Ink. Reveal one space anywhere on the map when we have 3 charges of it. Well, that is quite interesting. Okay, where do we want to ink next? Oh, not through here. There's still a little fight over there. This reveals territory around it. I don't really want to use an ink brush over here. I could use 2 charges of precision ink to reach this. But maybe we jump into some normal fights. Let me move Sirocco to the front here. We can pop a couple of normal fights to maybe get an ink pot that we can lead us over here. Oh, it's a great soundtrack. Good art, good soundtrack. That's an elite fight, by the way. Yeah, I'm betting he took a bunch of unnecessary damage at some point on Shara, too. Alright, who dis? Seed Sower wants to attack Vine. The leading hero suffers from an aura of weakness. Hero in this position deals 33% less attack damage. Huh. Now, the Windstorm Charger will be worth less in this fight because there's no area of effect stuff. Okay, what I can do is I can put this out, I can Bravery, which will move Shara to the front, then I can Guard, which will put Sirocco back in the front. We'll block all the damage, and we'll do some passive damage in here. And then we'll also be set up with our ally, which seems like a decent idea. Plus we do the bonus damage from the Mecha Cannon and everything. Okay. Any round where you don't take damage is a good one. Alright, just flat out attacking normally. So I could Shimmer Strike, Defend, Lunge for maximum damage and positional change. But I think I want to end the turn with Sirocco up front. So it might be something like Shimmer Strike. I guess I can attack from the back. I could strike, Shimmer Strike, Defend. That might be the best. I guess the Shimmer Strike won't matter at that point. Because I'm trying to think, if it's 33% less attack damage, like, she does 3 bonus damage when she's in the front, but then she's going to lose a third of it. Because I could Shimmer Strike to give us more power and then strike. Maybe mathematically that works out to, like, 1 extra damage? And then I'll just defend to put Sirocco up front. I think Shimmer Strike followed by Strike does, like, maybe 1 or 2 extra points of damage. It's hard to math on the fly here. Yeah, ugh, math, exactly. You know what? Sure. Oh, we did get extra power as well, so... Oh, that's right. Because I have, I forgot I have Courage running, so I have 1 extra energy than I thought. You know, at least we do have a lot of power, passive damage, which isn't getting reduced. We are going to take actual damage here. We do have a healing potion, so... Not so bad as long as you're spreading out. Alright, he is not attacking this turn, he's just buffing, and we did get a bunch of attacks in hand. Not a good turn for Mountain Fist. I think we just, like, strike, strike, strike. And that's it. Kind of a vanilla turn. He'll deal less because he has the damage penalty. I may as well do this just for an extra 2 points of